Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions.
Okay.
Keep following. It isn't far.
Keep going then.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Rules? We're thieves. What's the point of rules?
I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear on all of this?
Yes, I understand.
Good. Then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me.
So how do I get my cut of the spoils?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
What's so important about these clients?
The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
Okay. Someone's paying me to steal Maven Blackbriar's horse.
Well, lad, I'd do just as well drawing a blade across my own neck. Where did this foolish request come from?
Sibby Blackbriar.
Huh. So Sibby finally got the nerve to bare his teeth, eh? Look, this sounds like a family matter, and I don't want the guild in the middle of it. You do what you want. Just don't expect us at your back when Maven has your head on the executioner's block.
How do I destroy these beehives?
They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke.
Why not level the entire estate?
I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits.
Maven Blackbriar is the influential client?
We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arangoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout.
So, how dangerous is it to cross her?
Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison.
I need more details about Golden Glow.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries? Not Riften guards?
Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go.
Alright then.
You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
You seem to be a bit closer to Brynjolf than the rest of us. Is he giving you any idea why this place seems to be falling apart?
If he does, he isn't telling me a thing. I've asked, but all I get from him are more questions.
What about Mercer? Have you asked him?
No, and I'm not about to lie. I value my life. You may want to remember that for yourself.
Shadow Marks by Dalvin Mallory. Need to know your way around, eh? Don't want to stumble into a necromancer's house or fall into another trap set up by the city guard? Then you need to read this book from cover to cover. Learning to identify the shadow mark can mean the difference between making a fortune and ending up with the blade in your gut. The clever little marks are carved all over Skyrim, mostly on the door frames or fronts of buildings, but you can find them pretty much anywhere a thief's been. It's been the way we talk to each other without talking. Keeps the newer thieves from becoming dead thieves and all that nonsense. There aren't that many of the bloody things, so I don't want to hear any excuses about not having the time to learn them. Anyway, enough of my gobbing. Time to put your wizard's cap on and do a little research. Glossary of Shadow Marks. The Guild. This is a symbol for the guild. This means the place is as safe as the Flagon Cistern. If you see the shadow mark, someone from the guild is nearby for certain. Safe. We usually leave this shadow mark when we've scouted and found a safe way around something. A hallway without traps, or maybe a house that's already cleared out. If you see one of these, head the way it's pointing and you'll be fine. Danger. If you see this shadow mark, head the other way or take your life in your own hands. It means there's something ahead or beyond that door that wants to turn you inside out. Escape route. Now, on the rare occasion, it better be a rare occasion if you want to work in a guild, that you find yourself in jail. Look for this little beauty. You see the shadow mark, and escape is just a few steps away. Protected. We put these shadow marks on places we don't want you to go. As in, stay out of there, or there's going to be a boot up the backside. These people are under the guild's protection, and should never be robbed or assaulted. Fence. This should quickly become your favorite shadow mark. The person near this mark will buy your hard-earned stolen goods for a fair price. Thieves' cash. Who says we only take and never give back? If you find this shadow mark near a chest or maybe a hollow log, you're in for a surprise. A gift from the guild for the thief in the field. Whoever said membership didn't have its privileges. Loot. There's something near this shadow mark worth stealing. Saves you from breaking into a place only to find the people don't even have two septum to rub together. Empty. The opposite of the loot, shadow mark. Pass on this place. There's nothing inside. Well, that's it for that book. That was called Shadow Marks.
I value my life. You may want to.
Thrin.
Hey, I want to talk to you.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. What? So you're a part of the Bandit Clan?
I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them.
But not for you.
Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed.
What changed?
We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest.
You'd never had to do that before?
No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways.
And Garthek?
I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on just like I did.
Alright.
Always a pleasure.
Enjoy your sleep.
Yeah, I guess I... What do you want?
Nurin?
Come here a second.
I'm right here, buddy. How did you end up at the guild?
I used to live in Valenwood, working at my father's winery. We made the finest wine to ever cross your lips, I promise you. We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge mansion, and I was even betrothed to a lovely young woman.
Why would you leave all that behind?
Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring routine. Working at the winery, social visits with friends, parties with no one I cared about. I just wanted a little excitement. Something dangerous.
Like being a thief.
I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. I was running with them because it fit. Made me feel alive.
How did you end up in Skyrim?
Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. He confronted me one night and gave me a choice. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. Gave me a day to say my goodbyes to everyone.
That must have been difficult.
I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit.
Know anything about Golden Glow Estate?
The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Blackbriar mead. Just about the best tasting mead in all of Skyrim.
Does the guild provide other services?
If talking your way out of trouble isn't enough, you could always pick up some training from Delvin, Vex, or Vipper. Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. Helped me out of a jam more than once.
Can you train me in archery?
I'll show you what I know.
Oh, I already know it.
Come find me if you need more marksman training.
Alright. Sinric Endel.
Wanted to say something to you.
Say it. How did you become so good at picking locks?
Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief.
With skills like yours, why not?
I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. Made a great deal of gold doing it, too.
Jailbreaking? What's that?
It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy.
Why did you stop doing it?
Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own.
I think I see what you're getting at.
The last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again.
Why did you join the guild and not the Brotherhood?
I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that.
Take care, buddy.
Some other time, perhaps.
Yeah.
So, Thread, you were abandoned, huh? Yeah. What of it? So, is it true bandits get, real friends?
Hey, let's talk a second.
Viper the
You're
Fleet.
making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know.
Train me better in pickpocket.
Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you.
I already know, buddy. Nice face. So how did you earn your name?
It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, and we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot and made our way out.
Sounds normal to me.
Well, it was, up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run, so I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her.
Did either of you get caught?
Are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran, and I ran, straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften.
That's an incredible distance to run.
Vex was waiting for me at the flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me and laughed.
Why were they laughing?
Well, I'd forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back and arrived hours before I did. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself.
Know anything about Golden Glow Estate?
I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling.
Does the guild provide any other services?
I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Tonelia. She's the guild's fence. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, and you'll have the whole guild to answer to.
Take care, buddy.
Come back and see me if you ever need pickpocket training.
Yeah.
You're pretty tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin for the guild. Making us look good, too.
Thank
Let
you.
me know if you need anything.
It will do.
Okay.
Mercer!
Don't you have better things to do than disturb me?
Hey, relax, buddy. You know anything about Golden Glow Estate?
I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way.
Hey, I need to know where I'm going, buddy.
Go and pick some fights.
Hi.
Yeah, you need something? I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed how well
Sapphire.
you're doing around
Can
here.
I do anything
Just
for you?
between us.
Or more than
Thank
point?
you.
Some other time.
Differ, the Fleet. The only man who's foolish enough to name himself after his bedroom.
Stupid cow.
missing.
No, but I know that you're going to turn up missing about this time.